I want to quickly review for you a Supreme Court case called Cruzan versus Missouri Health Services. It was decided in 1990, and it particularly redefines euthanasia to now include what we call passive euthanasia. Again, this is a case about a young lady in a car accident, goes into a persistent vegetative state. Her father petitions the court of Missouri to please withdraw all medical treatment and let her just pass away peacefully. The court says no. And again, we want the state to be invested in life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. We don't want to be giving those up. That begins to deteriorate the Declaration of Independence and these rights that have become the foundation of our libertarian political system. But the court does say that the patient does have rights. In other words, the patient has the ability to express their will previously when they are conscious, when they are cogent, when they're in their, quote, right mind, and declare what they are willing to have done or not have done to them when it comes to terminal medical decisions, end-of-life decisions, persistent vegetative states, irreversible comas. So living wills are part of the decision that Cruzan versus Missouri establishes. In that, then, we also have the ability to assign people as what we call durable powers of attorney. Usually this pertains to our medical decisions, and it also pertains to our financial decisions. At the end of life or in medical conditions, oftentimes finances becomes important. People who have access to wealth, who are not well, need to be able to pay for their services to some degree or another, and so we need someone who's been empowered to do the financial things and to also make the medical decisions for us. Therefore, it also gives rise to what we call surrogates, people who are empowered to act on our behalf, to represent us. And this has a legal foundation. As long as it has a legal foundation, ethics equals the law. The law has decided then that these people have the ethical power to make decisions about someone's health care. Now, these are the decisions that Cruzan versus Missouri establishes. A patient can decide to never start treatment. A patient can decide, look, I know I'm in stage 4 cancer. I don't want any treatment at all. I don't want chemotherapy. I don't want radiation. I don't want surgery. I never want to start treatment. Patient has that right. If they're in their right mind while they're going through this, that's sufficient for the court. If they're not, in other words, if they're in a persistent vegetative state, dementia, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's, irreversible coma, there needs to be some document that establishes what their will would be if they were cogent, if they were rational in their quote-unquote right mind to tell the hospital people or the medical people or the legal people what they want done with them. So the patient has the right to never start treatment. Patient also has the right to start treatment, and they also reserve the right, once treatment started, to stop treatment. You don't have to continue with treatment if you think it's not doing you any good. So you have the right to never start treatment, to stop treatment, start treatment. Let me say that for you again, I'm sorry. To never start treatment, to start treatment, but also to stop that treatment once it's been started. This is all encased in the Cruzan versus Missouri Health Services Supreme Court decision of 1990. It's very important you understand this. This applies to all of us, and it regulates all the medical decisions that we might need to make if we find ourselves in any of these medical situations.